A highlight of visiting Glacier National Park in Montana is a full day's hike up to Grinnell Glacier. Obviously, it's not recommended that you do this on your own. No, it's not a boat ride to the glacier, just an easy way to get past the wet part of our trip, Josephine Lake. It's not long before the lake is behind us. Though we seem to be looking down from lofty heights, our trek is only just starting. We stop so our naturalist guide can explain the rules of safety during the upcoming hike. Down in the lower left is Grinnell Lake. Our destination is at the base of the highest falls in the picture, and it isn't as close or as small as it looks. That doesn't stop people of all ages, from preteens to grandparents, from making the trip. Here our group is passing a field of bright color such as the red monkey flower, a common and showy blossom. It isn't just the destination that makes this hike worthwhile, but the trail itself and what can be found along the way. The trail is not recommended for the faint-hearted. Chiseled out of rock at times, it works itself up right along the wall of the mountainside. There are close to 100 people making this trip today, but by now they are pretty well strung out along the trail. Being the ones ahead has its advantage. They get a longer time to catch breath during a rest stop, while waiting for the slower ones to catch up. And it's off and moving again. The glacier comes into sight around the bend. It is the blue area just below the white snow. Not as small as it looks, though, as we will find out. Lunchtime. No chuck wagon here, though. Everyone brings their own. Oh, they are not all here quite yet. There are still the stragglers to catch up. Up the rocky trail again. The party is admonished by the guide to stay close together from this point on. We are above timberline now, and the trail is over rock and snow. As we trudge up the hill, looking back gives us an idea of our progress. The second lake is Josephine, where we started our hike by boat. We could use a ride by now, but not gonna happen. And finally, after a climb that seemed to never end, we arrive at the glacier itself. Not at the toe, though, for we have traveled around to the side somewhat and are above the toe. Pretty good reason for that, as this rather cold lake has been formed by a terminal moraine at the toe of the glacier. The moraine is a pile of rocks deposited by the glacier as it recedes. So the party trudges up along a marginal moraine along the side of the glacier to find a safe place to get on the ice itself. And here we go. The guide is now explicit in warning us of the dangers of wandering around on the ice. We are to follow directly in his footsteps while on the glacier. So, where's the nice white glacial snow? There isn't any. Grinnell, like any typical glacier, is a very slow-moving river of ice. Well, not just ice, but ice, dirt, rocks, debris, a mixture of just about anything. and it's pretty well jumbled up. Here, a helping hand is extended to a smaller member of the group to get over this crack in the ice. If you were to test this white snow to see what was underneath, you would find nothing, and down you would go. Good reason to stay in line behind the guide. So it is a long way around we go to avoid the pitfall. Deception is the name of the game here. One slip and in you would go. Embarrassing to say the least. The glacier is actually in two lobes, joined by this high waterfall. Beyond that is the garden wall and the continental divide. At one time, it was one continuous glacier, but that was long ago. At the edge of the glacier, we come upon one of the many ice caves that form and disappear from time to time. Who knows how far the hole extends into the ice? The blue glow is from daylight shining through from the surface of the ice. Time moves on, and we must start back the long way we came. At least, it is mostly downhill from now on. Again, we marvel at the sights along the trail. Fields of tall bear grass blossoms and sparkling little cataracts. Back in the trees, and nearing the end of the hike, we see water moving off the glacier in a high wispy waterfall, dropping down into Grinnell Lake. We must wonder if this is signifying the coming end of Grinnell Glacier.